What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another CLS video, and we're here today with the Civic. So if you guys seen my last video with the EG, a little bit of a recap. It was the windshield repair turned into a rust repair video. You guys will kind of get an insight of what happened to the car and where we're at with it, but I'll give a little recap for the people that haven't watched the video. Took the car to the track. It was an autocross rainy day and I was just shredding it, and then next thing you know, I had some water leaking into the car, into the cabin. So then came home, started to pour water onto the windshield to see where this leak was coming from going into the cabin. Turns out it's definitely the windshield that is leaking and not anything else. That night I ended up removing the windshield. I was able to take off the sealant, and then I saw the rust that was accumulated onto my A-pillar. So then I was like, fuck, well, there goes that. With the help with my brothers, they've gave me advice and gave me some tips on how to repair it. So I'm basically going to attempt to repair it myself, and we're gonna find out how this goes. So this is basically the finishing product. This is how it looks now. Pretty crazy, man. It's crazy to see how it looks now. If you guys remember before, there were some pretty fat holes around this area and over there, especially some major crazy holes over there. Now it's like all sealed up, all cleaned up, and we will go through the next step of what to do here. But I do want to share a little bit of my experience when I went through it. So if you guys saw in the clips, I did attempt to try to repair this. For the most part, I did a decent job, but I got carried away and then I just gave up. And I was like, you know what? I told my brother, can you do it? And we'll do a trade-off deal. So long story short, we would have sections where I would complete it, and then I would see a small hole. I would chase the small holes and I would actually burn through the metal. I would end up having to restart again, completing that whole section. So it was a rabbit hole. One thing that I learned though is, so every time it would get really hot in this corner, I kept welding and I would actually burn through the metal. So that's one thing that I forgot to remind myself as I was repairing this whole A-pillar. I completely forgot about those tips that I was given, and then it just went out the window. I actually looked up some videos too of tips and tricks of what other people do, like use air compressed air and then get like a nozzle and just spray the area so it cools down quicker. So I thought that was a pretty cool trick. But yeah, my brother was able to complete the whole thing. My brother Kevin got down, and it's pretty flat, it's pretty reinforced. I could push on it and like it doesn't feel flimsy, and it's pretty good. I'm happy with that. I think we should do the next steps and then see how that goes. So probably gonna get the spray real quick and then add some Bondo. So let's get to it. All right, so it's basically done here. Just applied some Bondo. This end, I kind of took forever. I was over here trying to make this pretty, and then I took forever over here. Now it's hella bumpy. I could just end up sanding that down and then restarting again. But I think that does it for this. I'm just gonna let it cure. Once it's cured, then I'm gonna sand it down all clean, and then I'll probably add another segment of where we're at for this on the next video. So that pretty much does it for this segment. I don't have any primer on me, so I'm probably gonna run to the store, and then once this is probably dry, I'll start sanding it, kind of save that for the next video. Once it's all prepped and clean and all bondoed and covered, then I'm gonna go ahead and spray it with some primer, maybe paint it white too to match the car. Once the A-pillar is all prepped and ready and painted, then we can finally install the windshield. So such a big process with this. It did take a while, but you know what, I couldn't be happier with this process. I'm glad that we got to do it and repair it rather than taking it somewhere else, and I'm kind of happy with the steps we took. I hope you guys enjoyed this process with the Civic. We're trying to get it ready so we can run it again, because I'm itching to drive this car again. I just been thinking about it, watching my old videos of going to the track with this, so I really want to take it out again, and that's what we're trying to do. So see you guys, and follow up and subscribe for more content on the EG. See you guys later.